Handled carefully and folded with grace, these pieces of history are being prepared for a long journey.
It would just be great to get them home to those people.
To us, they may only look like worn Japanese flags at first glance, but to these veterans in St. Mary's, they know there's a story behind them.
You know, and that's the way I see these flags, too, is a family member.
The flags likely belonged to fallen Japanese soldiers, these American Legion members say. On them, what are likely messages of goodwill and signatures from Japanese family members during World War II. The flags have been on a long journey that at one point involved the family of Carol Coble.
That the world is very small.
The flags were picked up by her father-in-law in New Guinea during World War II while he fought the Japanese. They were then handed down to Coble's late husband and then eventually her. Wondering what to do with the flags, she donated them to the American Legion.
And I thought that would be a good home for them.
And then I took them out one day and looked at them. I thought, you know, these flags really don't belong to us. These belong to the Japanese, the descendants.
And that's when these veterans got to work. With the help of a friend, research led them to the Obon Society, an Oregon-based nonprofit that specializes in returning flags from Japanese World War II soldiers to their rightful families. Just last year, the group says they returned over 70 items to Japanese families.
We're last step of that journey back to Japan.
The St. Mary's Post is also named after a Medal of Honor veteran who fought the Japanese in the Philippines. Giving these flags back, the veterans say, has even more importance because of that.
You know, it's for healing for our post, and it's healing for the Japanese to return these flags at that same period of time.
Now, it's not guaranteed if the flags will find their rightful family members. That's up to the Obon Society and their researchers. But those here know it's the right thing to do.
Well, hopefully it won't be wounds, but it's going to open up a lot of memories that have been laid aside.
In St. Mary's, Taylor Vito, KREM 2 News.